Hi!
Growing up, I always hated my hair. To me, it was the biggest burden on the planet. Too thick, too curly, too frizzy, never right. So my entire childhood had to pull back into a tight slick ponytail, even though it made me look bald. As I got older, I started to straighten it. Mostly because I was tired of being teased and I just wanted to look like my friends. But since my hair is so thick, I started using chemicals to make it easier to straighten, which completely damaged it. So one day, I just said fuck it, and I cut it all off, and I went natural, and haven't looked back since. I've always had a strong connection to my hair because it ties me to my family and to my culture. And throughout my entire hair journey, I came to the realization that I was not alone, that every single Black person just wants a nappy ending.
Let's get to the magic then, am I right? All right. Organic, great value, unrefined, virgin coconut oil expeller pressed. Half of that I don't really know what it means, but the coconut oil was the main thing that I was going for. Just bounce to it now.
I mean, there's a mix of different things in here, but there's a lot of hair products. So we've got the do-rag, my brush, 3 different styles of trimmers, my Cool Care. This is to clean off the clippers. This is Caviar. It was really great, but it's expensive. So I kind of had to like figure out something cheaper. I don't even know how to really pronounce it, but they said it works well. Some Kiehl's Wild Growth Hair Growth. My Moroccan oil. It just helps give it some shine, keeps it moisturized. The mane and tail, I feel like this is like every Black person has tried this at least once. Like every Black person has gone through this at least one time. The Crew, this is always, she's just Old Faithful. When I need her to, be nice and shiny and just like, get it together, I just hit it real quick. And, we got a nice little shine and I don't have to do much to it. A spare brush. I want to say that's it. That's all my stuff. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kennedy. I'm currently unbraiding my hair. I started the very tedious, long process of taking this hair out to be put back in tomorrow. It'll take a few hours usually. I started around 10. I project to be done around midnight or 1. This is really genuinely how it goes. I have like all of this. I've cut. This is not my hair, but my hair is mixed in there somewhere. And then as soon as I get to the top, it slides out, and then my real hair is exposed. I take some of my leave-in conditioner, put it at the root, kind of work it in there.
Okay, so deep conditioners like once or twice a week. It's actually gone right now. That just shows you how much I use. I probably use it like twice and it's all gone. Things for daily moisture, leave-in. Well, every time I wet my hair, I use a leave-in, and then this like curl activating cream because it's super moisturizing. I have very thick, coarse curls, so I need the thick products. I can't do that watery stuff. This actually is kind of something that didn't really work out for me just because it's pretty watery, doesn't really hold my hair down the way I like. Okay, so let me explain this. When you are laying down your edges like so, when they have like a specific formation, you have to use a toothbrush or just like a really small bristle brush that is going to lay all the hairs down with a clean swipe or several in my case. And so I basically just dip the toothbrush into the gel, make sure my hair is like a little wet, and then I just kind of like swipe it on there like so. This one for detangling basically like it comes apart so that you don't like break your hair. So like they spread apart. So instead of like it being all together and it like breaking at the end, it'll like keep the hair in the comb until it comes out and it's detangled.
Castor oil is the oil that helps your hair grow very thick, very healthy. I run through this shit too. But yeah, this castor oil is all I use now.
Hey guys, it's me, Understanding. Last name Diggs. Birthday, October 12th, 1995. Libra. So you already know it's real.
My name's Tommy Russell. I'm a screen actor here at Chapman, and I'm 25. Wait, do we need to know my age? Maybe not. Let's start that over.
Hi, I'm Kennedy. I'm currently unbraiding my hair. I've started the very tedious, long process of taking this hair out to be put back in tomorrow.
Hello, my name is Victoria Turner. I'm a senior at Chapman. I'm a psych major, and yeah, I'm 21 years old.
My name is Michael. I'm a senior at Chapman, studying business, and from Detroit, Michigan, and I'm loving life in California right now.
So, the routine is honestly not that too complicated. Big pick. You go ahead and you rough it out. You go in and you tackle it, like just full on, just like fight it. Like Ali Frazier type stuff. It's not easy. All right, so the outside's the easy part. The hard part is always getting the top because one, I can't see, and two, when you get the top, you mess up the side, and it's a whole thing. But like I said, the style is not important for me in particular. I'm just trying to get the knots out. I like to put this on afterwards because with the hair unknotted, it could better spread out too. As natural coconut oil as you can get is the best. If you could like find a coconut, just crack it open and just put it on your hair, honestly, that's gold. And I can find a lot of that, but if you do, hit me up. I'm looking for that. I'm not too good with knowing what products to get, so coconut oil is definitely a go-to for me, only because it's, one, natural, two, definitely healthy for your hair, and three, smells amazing. Oh yeah, the lost soldiers over here. You want a good example? Check the pick. Dustin Owen. Yeah, I mean, like I said, for me, not having it knotted is the most important thing.
Fact, I've brought today my do-rag and my brush. These are two key, very essential items for any black man's hair regimen. So, since I'm gonna be going out in a little bit, I'm gonna do my day routine. If I think about it, it's probably like 30 minutes that it takes me to get ready. So, at that time, that gives it like 30 minutes to set on my head. I'm gonna take the Moroccan oil, take some of the Kiehl's. Gotta rub it, make it nice and hot so it's like very clear. We put a little bit more just to really get that shine in there. Because you don't want your waves, your hair to be like in there in the wrong direction, because then it's going to sit like that for a long time and then your hair is going to start going in that direction. Hit the back of it. Boom, boom. So I like to keep the seam on the outside so that it doesn't make a crease in my head. So I put the flat side in, press it up here, throw it right there, and then I pat it down for like extra measure just to make sure everything's good and solid. Then you take these. I like to close my eyes and like really like tighten everything, because then when I make facial expressions or do anything while I'm getting ready, it won't pull the do-rag back and pull my hair back. So I'll like squeeze it, everything real tight, take this back, loop it, tie it, get it nice and tight, and then that way when I release it, my hair is used to it. So then I pull the front end like that and tug it down so that it's all secure. Then I just pull it down on the sides, and the back, and then they just sit like so.
It'll take a few hours usually. I started around 10. I project to be done around midnight or 1. I started this process about a year ago. It's called transitioning. I want my hair preferably to be down to like here. That'd be nice. And these braids are called a protective style, so it's sort of like gives your hair a break from like heat and sun damage and just like any kind of like you know, weather, like blah 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 blah. But it can also have its downfalls. So if you don't get it taken care of or get it rebraided, then the hair in the front, your hairline will start to like recede. So I know some of my cousins have started, their hairlines have been here and then gone like all the way back here just from like these. So it's protective style, but it's also at a certain point like can be destructive if you do too much of it. I'm here today with Princess because she's the only one I trust to do my hair at this point in my life. And when I decided to start transitioning and stop wearing my hair straight and, you know, switch up the style, Princess was available. Every like 3 or 4 days I'd have to just sit down for a few hours. My mom would like scratch my hair. I'd take a shower, do the whole thing, and then blow dry it and then straighten it, and altogether that took about like 3 hours. So I'd rather sit for one time for like a long time, for like 4 hours, rather than just doing that like every like weekly, and it's like a safer bet, and I think it looks better too. So it usually takes around like to 4 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 to 5 hours depending on the size and the length.
Yeah.
The smaller the braid, the longer the braid, the longer it takes.
Well, if I was getting it to here, it would take much shorter time, but I'm getting them all the way down.
So yeah, I just
Slick it back, put this on, make sure I tuck it tight behind my ears, make sure all the ends are behind, right here. And that's it. You just gotta make sure this stays on at night, because that's what keeps it healthy and makes sure that it's not rubbing up on the fabric of the pillow. Making sure that all the naps and everything aren't like catching or anything.
Yeah, definitely the material that you're sleeping on is like a huge factor as to like promoting anything that you can do to keep your hair intact. It all matters. But yeah, I have like cotton sheets and cotton like pillowcases.
And I have satin sheets. So these satin pillowcases. So I just got put on game on these, and they've been a lifesaver. They're great for your skin, but they're also good for your hair because, like, apparently cotton, like, the texture of it is so rough that it like pulls at your hair and, like, I don't know, messes it up, whatever. So, like, sometimes I can get away with actually having to put my do-rag on because this is soft on my hair. So, like, it glides, and I'll wake up like, oh, my waves are still intact.
But yeah, that's the process.
Particular, I have a lot of memories with my hair, if that makes sense. Like my hair was always, well, not always like prominent, but my hair was a part of the lifestyle that I lived growing up. So yeah, there are times when I would get my hair braided while we were watching a movie, or like I'd get my hair braided while something else is going on, you know? Like my hair was, the process of getting my hair braided was a part of the dynamic. It was in the household. You can go downstairs and it wouldn't be a surprise to see my mom with my brother braiding his hair, or her calling me over to have to braid my hair.
Yeah, I mean, my mom was in the Navy, so she was very like, it was very like a militant style house. Is that the right word, militant? And she was just like, I had to, making sure that I looked proper all the time. Like when I stepped out of school, or I stepped out of the house to go to school, she was like very adamant about me making sure that I looked presentable at all times, because she was also like one of the heads of a hospital that was on base. And so like I represented her, and with us being like, I don't know, of a hierarchy, it was kind of like making sure that I looked well put together. So my mom was just always big on that. My dad always took me to go get haircuts, and always just making, just aside from getting haircuts, just basic hygiene. Like my parents were very big on that, and making sure that I was always clean and presentable, because in a sense, like I already had enough strikes against me for being black. So it was like, don't give them more. So like, make sure that you're just put together and acceptable.
Wow. So I never really learned how to take care of my hair or what to do with my hair. For the majority of like my elementary school experience, and up until that point, my mom did my hair. And so I just kind of trusted her with looking presentable at all times. And then when I got to middle school, that's when I started to experiment with how I wanted to wear my hair. And of course, within that, I had to learn to take care of it, and I wasn't taking care of it up until probably about high school. I was straightening it a lot. I just wanted to like fit in for the first time in my life, because I always was the little black girl with the braids and the barrettes, and everybody said that they wanted hair like mine, but I looked around and I didn't see anybody with hair like mine. So it was this weird conflicting feeling, I guess.
My mom did not let me grow my hair out. Her whole thing was a nappy head is a trashy head. So I would have a bald head every week at school, because it was like pivotal that I could not have my hair past like 3 inches. So after that, clean cut. And I would always beg her, let me just grow it out. Let me get a fro, let me get a pick, anything. And she would not let me. So turned 18, came out here, and I just started growing it out because she could not tell me anything. No, she wouldn't touch it. She would just drag me to the barber, be like, Brian or TK or whoever was my barber, you know what to do. And they were horrified of my mom. I would be like, come on, just give me like a light fade. Don't take it all off. Like, please. They're like, shh, don't talk. You get in the buzz cut, and that was it. She was like, no nonsense at all. So whatever she said was word, and I would just, okay.